Hello, welcome back to Booktober. Welcome back to Booktuber Trick or Treat, where I asked a bunch of booktubers to recommend me some trick books and some treat books. And they're all chilling in this cauldron. But before we get to that, I have a mini Halloween haul. Just a teeny tiny one. First, gummy bears. These are the Albany's Spooktacular gummies. It doesn't say what the flavors are, so I couldn't tell you if I tried. But these are my favorite gummy bear brands. But there's 3 flavors. There's a cat, a pumpkin witch, and a broom. It took me so long to figure out what this broom thing was, but I figured it out. So I got nice little gummies. But the important thing that you're gonna probably see on my couch all the time, I've got Oogie Boogie, of course. This is Squishmallow. If you need to know anything about me, it's that I live my inner child specifically through Squishmallows. They are my favorite things ever. I love them so much. I have maybe too many. My long-term life goal is to get one of the jumbo gigantic ones. So I've got an Oogie Boogie with a little bow tie. And then we've got Rhett. Rhett is, I'm pretty sure, a dog. Austin thinks this is a bear with a little pile of leaves. Rhett is a detective, loves a good mystery book. We love him. So I'm having a great time. If I end up collecting more of these throughout the spooky season, I would not be upset. But the real reason we are here is, of course, to pick the next book for Trick or Treat today. So, I dropped it, this one. With a little swirl effect. Sorry, I am watching to make sure that my cat does not attack our little hummingbird friend. As much as I don't think my cat could get to him in any way, I just gotta make sure he's not dumb enough to, follow. Anyways. Such sharp teeth. This is by Rachel Harrison. This is her vampire book, I believe. I'm not mistaken. I don't own this, but I do own Black Sheep, and I've read it, and it was like a 4.5 star. I really enjoyed Black Sheep, so I'm very excited to read more Rachel Harrison. I believe this was a treat for me. So I'm very excited to give more of Rachel Harrison a try. I do have a copy of Play Nice, which is her new haunted house book that just came out. So I'm very excited to hopefully fall in love with Rachel Harrison, and she could just be like the pink horror girly for me. That's what I'm really hoping for. So thank you so much, Nell. This just in. I think because I attempted a bat wing eyeliner situation, my brain was like, yeah, this is clearly the vampire book because I was trying to manifest or something. No, this is the werewolf one. Such sharp teeth as werewolves. So thirsty. That's the vampire one that I was thinking of. My bad. Honestly, it's good that I figured this out now before actively reading something, because imagine if I had just fully read So Thirsty, just completely deluding myself. Boy, oh boy. Anyways, continuing on. Okay, hi. I almost said well met. I started Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison, and the reason I wanted to say well met is because the premises are pretty similar. It's just it takes a different twist. So in this, we are following Rory, who goes to stay with her sister because her sister is pregnant, her twin sister, which, similar to well met, she is going to stay with her sister because her sister gets in a car accident. So they're both going to help their sibling through this change in their life. But while Rory is back, she's rekindling this old flame with this boy. What's his name? I liked him. Ian. I haven't seen Ian a whole lot, but I have liked Ian so far from the moments we have had. But we're following Rory, who's staying with her sister Scarlett, who's pregnant with this guy's kid, but he's a deadbeat, not in the picture. And then you've got Rory, who's reverting back to her younger self, just being back at this hometown. She's been gone for a while. She I think moved to a bigger city and is coming back and is if my old friends are here, things haven't really changed as much. And Rory seems to be going through a pretty significant change. She is transforming. She's not acting quite herself. She's suddenly allergic to the silver jewelry she used to wear, and she's always hungry for meat. Because Rory is turning into a werewolf. And she's no, this ain't happening. Not me, not here. And I really enjoy Rachel Harrison in the past. I read Black Sheep, and I really related to the main character in that, and I just really enjoyed the journey of her book, rather than loving the ending of Black Sheep. I just really enjoyed like being with her character, getting to know her, seeing how she dealt with things coming her way. And I kind of feel similar to this. Like this one is pitched as like a dark comedy love story with trauma, rage, and and vulnerability. So it's definitely like telling you outright what this story is. So you don't really have to think too hard about like any hidden themes or messages whatsoever, which I think is sometimes nice, that it's just like right there for you. It's just like, hey girl, this is going to be dark at times, but also you're going to laugh at times. And also you're going to have a romance to swoon over. And I'm like, all right, I will take it. Thank you. So I am enjoying it so far. I have laughed a couple of times. I just like Rory as a character. I think that she's funny, but also like she's very non-committal. She's very like hustle, grind type mindset of like, I have to be established in my job. I have to be in the big city. I can't be in the small town where people settle down and have babies. And she has like this friend who has like similar perspective to her, but then like you see her sister on that other side, like the parallel to Rory is her sister Scarlett, who is settling down, is having a baby, isn't maybe ready for this change, but like this is what's been handed to her, and so this is what she's dealing with. So I just like the sistership of them, because like obviously they have some issues where they butt heads, but at the same time like they're twin sisters, and at the end of the day they have each other, and I'm just really enjoying them together and like trying to like reconnect after time has passed, living away from each other, and just like seeing where they're at now and like how they got there. I don't know, I'm rather enjoying it so far. I think that this one is good. I think Rachel Harrison is just the author for me. I think that's what it is. I think that I need to read everything that she's put out except for maybe Cackle. That's like the one book that I don't know if I'm really interested in, but besides that, I do think that I really rock with her horror books. So I'm really excited about this pick, actually. I'm really excited to see where we go from here, or like if like I know she's a werewolf. Now what? What do we do next? How is she not gonna like eat her sister or something? I'm very intrigued. So yeah, I'm having a good time. I finished Such Sharp Teeth, Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison, and I just kind of have to say, like, when it comes to Rachel Harrison, if you enjoy her humor, if you can relate to her characters, it's kind of that bubblegum horror aesthetics of just like emotional horror, trauma, rather than like gore and guts and blood, then I would say like give Rachel Harrison a try. If you enjoy those things, you're gonna probably like most of the things that you pick up from her. I'm very excited to pick up Play Nice this year, hopefully this year. But I rather enjoyed Such Sharp Teeth. I had a really fun time with it. I do think it's like an elevated version of Well Met. Sorry, Jen DeLuca. But I would say that the ending was cheesy. The ending got a little bit cheesy. It was a little bit like, come on now. But I liked it. I liked the romance. I liked the relationships. I really enjoyed the parallel between Scarlett and Rory, how they're both going through these like big transition periods in their life, and how it's scary, but they've got each other, and that whatever path they decide to walk through life, whether it be Scarlett who's having a kid or Rory who does not wish to have a kid, both options can lead to a fulfilling and happy life, and that either option is like good and okay. I really appreciated that from Rachel Harrison. I just, again, like the parallel between transition in life I thought was good. I enjoyed the trauma and like again, not enjoyed, but I appreciated the way that her trauma was explored and talked about, and the way like she struggled with relationship with her mom because her mom didn't believe her of the things that happened and like wasn't really in her corner. I liked the humor. I really related to Rory, not as much as I related to the main character and Black Sheep, but they just have that like young adult relatability. I just like, I'm like, me too. So I really enjoyed this. I think it's a pretty like solid 4-star read. I am really excited to read more of Rachel Harrison. Again, I mentioned I really want to read Play Nice. What else? I really want to read So Thirsty. I think Cackle's, like I mentioned already, the only one I'm not super duper interested, but I do love that she's giving us these like experimental girly horror books, but with the supernatural twists. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking them. I'm really excited to continue with this author. I'm really glad that I was able to read more from this author. Thank you so much, Nell, for this wonderful recommendation. I'm very pleased with Such Sharp Teeth. I don't know why the title always just loses me, but I really enjoyed this read, and I'm really happy that I listened to it. It was a very short audiobook, so I definitely recommend it if you're like in need of something this spooky season. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, please put a wolf down in the comments for the werewolfness of the book, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my next... Ooh, is tomorrow my next video, or no? I'm doing sprints today. I think the sprints will be after this video goes live, so if you're seeing this shortly after, Chloe and I will be doing some reading sprints on this Wednesday. I gotta go. I can't talk anymore. I'm so tired. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.